how do we start to get ahead of this? Because we need to. That was clear. How do we start to get ahead of this? So one is a larger market share. You guys kind of began to speak to this, but not everybody's coming to camp, and the numbers are dwindling, right? The math says the numbers are dwindling. So we need a larger percentage of people coming to camp to be able to sustain this, right? So a larger market share of folks that, right, here's this whole population, X% of them engage with camp in some way. We need that to get bigger. We need our market share to grow. We need more kids coming to camp, a higher percentage of, not just kids, we'll get there in a minute, but a higher percentage of people coming and engaging with camp than we have right now. So part of how we get ahead is a larger market share, right?
Correct.
Two is, and you started to talk about this, but I'll let you say more on this in particular. Two is intentional diversity.
Yes, absolutely.
The numbers tell us that we need to have intentionality in our diversity, particularly racial diversity, but that's also a bigger picture too. But we need to have more intentional diversity.
Yes. So this is so clear. And so one of the things that Ken talked about was that one of the only reasons that the United States population continues to grow is not just because of birth rate, because we're just barely at replacement birth rate. It's immigration. Immigration is what has really fed the U.S. economy and these younger age cohorts getting larger. And so when we see immigration policy that has been detrimental to that, that's another part of this demographic cliff. That's why 2016, the start of the first Donald Trump term, and now during the second term, where there's these anti-immigration policies, that's really putting pressure on the demographics of this country. We do see, however, the younger age cohorts becoming much more diverse. And that means that we as camps need to cater to a more diverse population. And so if we see that 2/3 of our camps are serving 90% or more just white kids, that's a huge portion of the market share that you are not even coming close to reaching. And so as the white population becomes a smaller and smaller percentage, that 90% that you have is going to be smaller and smaller. So getting more diverse really, really does matter.
Camps that thrive, those numbers will not look the same for the camps that thrive.
That's right.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay.
And they don't right now. They don't right now. When we see camps that are doing well enrollment wise, they're more diverse than the camps that are not doing so well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so this one was interesting, and Stephanie actually brought this up on the Camp Hacker podcast. This idea of getting off site, getting out of bounds from our, right? We know we have this special set apart sacred place, and we have a really hard time getting out of it sometimes. And so the idea of offsite programs and getting creative and connected in programs offsite.
Absolutely.
Going with the
Deploy
people,
your
right?
programs.
We said
Yep.
this. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Day camp, traveling day camp, doing those sorts of things, doing lock-ins and retreats, doing things at other people's sites. Deploying your programs and your program staff helps prove that you are a partner with these folks and helps empower their ministry spaces. When you're a close partner with them, it's a feedback loop. It's a positive feedback loop. That goes with your churches, that goes with your local schools, and youth serving agencies, all sorts of things like that. There's so many opportunities for partnership that can help grow your ministries and strengthen those partner ministries that you believe in as well.
You already got to the next one, because creative partnerships was the next one that I was going to lift up.
Absolutely.
And this likely are not folks that you're currently partnered with, and they are not just churches, right? These are the much more community organizations, hyper local, regional, whatever it is, organizations that creative partnerships will make a big difference there. And
the best
so
churches
his
are
idea
already doing
of going
that.
to your audience, and the best are already doing that.